Now I want to talk about the XOR logical operator, okay? So XOR, okay? So as you can see here, in order to actually use the XOR logical operator in your code, you actually need to press the shift plus the number 6 on your keyboard, and this sign is the sign for XOR logical operator when you want to actually use this logical operator in your code. Okay, now let me actually explain what this actually logical operator does. But the XOR combination has one logical operator. This is the logical operator, okay? And this results in a true value only if the Boolean expressions it combines have opposite values, okay? If both are true or both are false, the XOR logical operator produces a false value, okay? So now let me actually show you some real examples to make this concept more clear for you, okay? So for example, I want to create another variable here, and the data type of my variable is int, and the name of my variable is, for example, num1, okay? And I want to assign a value to my variable, for example, 59. And then at the end of my statement, I need to put in a semicolon, okay? So, and here I want to actually create another variable with the Boolean data type, so Boolean. And the name of my variable would be can buy home, okay? And then I can assign a value to my variable, for example, false. And then at the end of my statement, I need to put in a semicolon, okay? So now I want to actually output the value of this can buy home variable to the console. System.out.println, and then inside the parentheses I just need to refer to the name of my variable can buy home, okay? And then at the end of my statement I need to put in a semicolon. So if I run my project now, as you can see, it's gonna output this value to the console, okay? This value is the value of this can buy home variable, okay? So now let me actually comment out this line of code here, and I want to change the value of my can buy home variable. So I just need to refer to the name of my variable can buy home, and then I can actually assign a combination of expressions to my variable. So the first expression would be num1 must be less than or equal to 30, okay? And then I use the XOR logical operator, as you can see here, okay? And again, I create another expression here, num1 must be greater than 40, okay? And then at the end of my statement, I need to put in a semicolon, okay? So now if I want to output the value of my variable to the console, I just need to type in here system.out.println, and then inside the parentheses I need to refer to the name of my variable can buy home, and then at the end of my statement I need to put in a semicolon. So if I run my project, as you can see, it's gonna output this value to the console, okay? So let me actually explain once again that what this logical operator does, okay? So this logical operator results in a true value only if the Boolean expressions it combines have opposite values. So as you can see here, these expressions are Boolean expressions, okay? We call these expressions Boolean expressions because these expressions actually return a Boolean value, true or false, okay? So we call them Boolean expressions. So this logical operator actually results in a true value only if the Boolean expressions it combines have opposite values. So as you can see here, this expression here evaluates to false. Why? Because the value of the num1 variable is greater than number 30, as you can see here. 59 is greater than number 30, okay? But in this expression, I am telling the computer that the value of the num1 variable must be less than or equal to number 30 in order to evaluate this expression to true. And in this expression, I am telling the computer that the value of the num1 variable must be greater than 40 in order to evaluate this expression to true. So as you can see here, this expression evaluates to true. Why? Because the value of the num1 variable is greater than 40. The value of the num1 variable is 59. Okay, so 59 is greater than 40, so this expression evaluates to true. This logical operator results in a true value only if the Boolean expressions it combines have opposite values. Okay, so as you can see here, the value of this expression evaluates to false, okay, and the value of this expression evaluates to true. So this logical operator results in a true value. Why? Because the Boolean expressions that this logical operator combines have opposite values. Okay, so this expression here evaluates to false, and this expression here evaluates to true. So the entire expression evaluates to true. Why? Because I am using this logical operator here. Okay, so this expression evaluates to false and this expression evaluates to true. Okay, so the entire expression evaluates to true. Why? Because this operator here results in a true value only if the Boolean expressions that it combines have opposite values. Okay, so these Boolean expressions have opposite values. Okay, so as you can see in the console, the true value is now actually outputted to the console. So now if I, for example, change this value to something else, for example 59, as you can see, now this expression evaluates to true. Why? Because the value of the num1 variable is now equal to this number here. Okay, the value of this num1 variable is now equal to this number here. Okay, 59. So now if I run my project, now it's gonna actually output the false value to the console, as you can see here. Okay, this value is the value of this variable here. Okay, why it actually outputted the false value to the console? Because this logical operator here results in a true value only if the Boolean expressions it combines have opposite values. Okay, if both are true or both are false, this logical operator here produces a false value. Okay, so as you can see here, both of these expressions here actually evaluates to true. So the entire expression evaluates to false, and that false value is assigned to this variable here. And as you can see here in the console, this false value is now outputted to the console. Okay, so now let me actually explain to you what's going on here. In line 42, I created a variable num1. Okay, the data type of my variable is int, and then I assigned a value to my variable number 59. Okay, and in line 43, I created another variable with the Boolean data type, and I gave a name to my variable, for example can buy home. Okay, and I assigned a value to my variable, for example false. Okay, and in line 47, as you can see here, I decided to change the value of my Boolean variable. So I just referred to the name of my variable, and then I actually put a combination of expressions here in order to actually assign the value of the entire expression to my variable. Okay, so as you can see here, the first expression here evaluates to true. Okay, num1 is less than or equal to the number 59. So the value of the num1 variable is 59, and this number is 59. So this expression evaluates to true. Okay, and then I am using this logical operator, as you can see, and then this expression again evaluates to true because the value of this num1 variable is greater than 40. Okay, as you can see, 59 is greater than 40. So this expression now evaluates to true. So this operator results in a true value only if the Boolean expressions it combines have opposite values. So for example, if I want to actually evaluate the entire expression to true, this expression here, for example, must evaluate to true, and this expression here must evaluate to false. Okay, or this expression here must evaluate to false, and this expression here must evaluate to true. Okay, this logical operator here results in a true value only if the Boolean expressions, these are the Boolean expressions, only if the Boolean expressions it combines have opposite values. Okay, so this is very important.